Thank you. Okay. Hello, good evening. I think yeah, looks like I'm good. Hi baby. Hello. Let me see if I can't get some tunes sorted out. Let's see.
When you feel it's
Whoa.
hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show
Okay.
what we're going through. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, still breathing, standing up, everybody's
Okay.
gonna
Well,
see it.
we've got some tunes. It says royalty-free music on the little playlist. Turn it down a little bit more. Okay, well, we'll go with that. Sure, why not? All right. Back where we were last week. I'm trying to make some adjustments to my character design. I can't really make good thumbnails or even like refine my little avatar here without having a better design or a more solid design figured out. And I would love to. I mean, part of it is also like I want to make more art assets. I haven't really had a chance to do that in a moment. It feels like so. I'm gonna turn the tunes down just a little bit more. Or wait, actually, you know what? Give me something without Okay, that's a little better. Something without vocals. Cuz I can't concentrate. Okay. So yeah, the plan is to continue doing some character design work, and get some more work done for, the channel. Take it a little bit more seriously. I haven't been able to make time for this without sacrificing something. So I'm like, okay, my previously variety stream is something that I can sacrifice to get some art done. So here we are. And I'll be making actual art in just a sec. Oh, that's better. Okay, nope, buddy. Oh, I see you. I see you, I do. And you're so cute. Alright, as long as you behave yourself and don't knock everything over, you can stay, okay? I'm gonna close this door, though. Because I'm pretty sure the washing machine is coming through. Yeah, I know, Meow. Yeah, you got so many meows. Alright. Oh, here we go. Shoot, where's my pen? There's my pen. Aha, got it. Hello. Yes, I am doing some more art. I already kind of explained the reasoning. I want to do some more art, and I also want to improve some of the assets and stuff I use for my channel. So, in order to do that, you gotta come up with a better character design. Not that there's anything especially wrong with my little talking head, but it could be better. So, I definitely like... So this is the result of last week's experimentation. And I like this. It kind of reminds me of like a fancy suit. I think I like this shape too. I wonder, maybe we go more. Ooh, let's zoom in. I want to make brush bigger. There we go. There's the make the brush bigger button. Maybe we go more, because we could take this and we could go sort of all the way down. Make a little bit more extreme of a shape there. Do I want the collar poking out like that? Well, if I make the neck... I haven't quite solved the head yet. So... Like, I actually don't mind something like that. And then what? It's like... Because then that would be... something in there. I kind of like big floppy paws too. I think they're pretty cute. That's not bad. And then we put the stripes back on the hips. And not quite like that. Yeah, I got the music running. I don't know what was wrong with it before, to be honest. It seemed like the desktop audio was not picking it up, and I think that has to do with my desktop settings. I think the hip stripes need to follow the diamond shape more. So when I bring the when I make the diamond shape more narrow, it needs to echo that line. Because if I bring the stripes up, like watch this, right? Sorry, in my throat. Like, watch what happens, right? I fill this in, just so that we can have a look at it. And then, if I have the hip lines go like this, then it almost feels like a belt, almost. And the lines sort of converge here, right? Not a terrible idea, but if I instead make the lines echo, right? Then it's like you get the same shapes happening, but I'm not strictly pointing anywhere. It's just parallel line, right? And I think I kind of like that better. And in fact, just to kind of accent things. Maybe not. I don't know if I like that. But yeah, that's something I've got going on. Anyway. Need to, well, actually, that's not a bad shape. I think I had the hips out farther before. Let me just... Yeah. It was a little more... like that. And then last week I talked about as being kind of a Lucario shape. Almost looks like pants that way, or like, well, like shorts, right? I wonder if it's better to have the legs in white just to provide that contrast. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Just like you, huh, buddy? No, not as cute as you. You're still cute. Yeah. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. And I gotta figure out the tail, too, because I want a tail. Maybe a big swishy tail. Okay. Let's get the silhouette ironed out a little bit stronger here. So let's fill all this in, because I'm not going to mess with markings right this second. Let's see what it looks like with just the silhouette, right? And see, that's kind of cute. That's fine. I don't think it's quite there yet, because I think... I think this is fundamentally kind of a different shape than I was working with before. Because if we look here, yeah, the pants are a lot wider and baggier. This is more evened out. So maybe this is... Whoops. Come on. Let's... Pop up. There we go. It's like, what color do you want? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's not bad. Kind of on the short side. Waist is a little high. And now I'm just kind of shrinking everything. Yeah, that's not working out. Ugh. Oh, come on. Okay, let's go back to basic shapes. Right? It's like I was talking about last week, like a diamond shape silhouette. You can create all kinds of different character archetypes and stuff like that. This guy right here, if you look, is basically a triangle with like little leggies, and that's okay. There's actually a character in Gigantic that is basically just a bunch of triangles stuck together. Man, I really... I love the art style on Gigantic, and the gameplay is pretty fun, but then Marvel Rivals came out. And you're like, okay, as an adult, I only have time for so many things. because I'm working a full-time job and trying to, like, you know, accomplish stuff. And trying to make time for family, friends, loved ones, etc., right? And it's just kind of hard to fit everything together. I mean, and part of that is like why I'm streaming, because like I want to make things with some artistic merit. I enjoy video games. I enjoy talking about video games. I enjoy talking about media in general. I kind of want to do more of that with the channel. Like, I would love to like talk about some of the Magic art that just came out in Innistrad Remastered, because I opened like freaking hundreds of packs today at work. You know, stuff like that. But I don't really have the I haven't put in the time to learn the editing tools to use and how to like construct a video essay or a short or what have you, right? So started with streaming just to get used to the idea of making stuff on with sort of a schedule, and get used to talking. So we'll get to the other stuff eventually. Okay, so I had a thought, and I think this guy might actually have too many shapes going on right now, because like I said, right, triangle, but then on the triangle it's like there's a diamond, and then these legs are also triangles, and I think that diamond is arguing with the triangles. And then the head, for some reason, I decided to make the head round with triangles on it. And maybe that's too many things, right? I mean, technically, I can break the shape down even further, right? Because I can make this into like a rectangle there, and then there's a rectangle there, and a rectangle there. So it's not exactly, you know, just a triangle, but the primary like body plan fits inside that triangle shape. So I think that's maybe what's wrong, and I need to like readjust some stuff. I think the triangle is like a little bit too long, maybe. And the diamond shape, while I like the idea of the collar, the fluffy collar, I think maybe the diamond shape is not working out like I would like. So let's play around with that. So what if we focused more on that diamond shape, right? Like I said, like bring the collar up, that kind of thing. Alright. Or bring the, not collar up, but bring that shape. More in line with the rest of the body. And then shoulders, maybe. Ugh, that's way too square. Alright. I need you to Face was being too spooky. Okay. So let's figure out some stuff, because like the shoulders are here. The hips are here. That's kind of a short torso. And I think that's not really how hips are shaped. Because like the way this shape is working, like the hip should be like up here. And then we bring in the leg shape like that. And then if this hip is here, then that shape can be like that. And that works a little better. Oh boy, oh boy. That works a little better. Hi buddy, what's up? You going across? Oh! You okay? You just falling off the bed for no reason? Okay. Alright, let's see. Technically, I think the way measurements go, the elbows should be like here. And then the hand should stop like here. I actually don't hate that. It's not as that's one of the problems I have, is like, what is my style? What do I want to do stylistically, right? Cuz a lot of people just make shapes, you know? And I'm so much more like, I don't know, obsessed with trying to get things right, maybe? Or maybe I just can't decide on, maybe I've done, you know, life drawings so much that like just making shapes feels weird. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. Cause like I can doodle. You saw me doodle. This is like nothing. This is just a bunch of lines and scratches that I just sort of flung together, and it looks like a thing, right? Like, look at this line here. This line here is just that coming off the, and then the nose is here. This doesn't work or make sense. And yet, you know, because I wasn't thinking about or analyzing stuff, it kind of works. And this lip shape is so annoying. Because it's like not connected to a jaw or anything else like that. And then this section right here where I'm trying to fill the face out more and make it like look correct, it just doesn't, it's not as good. It's not as like clean or effortless or like, and the style doesn't work. Whereas, over here I'm just sort of spitting out like an idea of an eye with like lines and dots, and it's just like, and how do you replicate that? How do you standardize any of that? And you're just like, and then that's kind of an eyebrow, and then that line, and then that's like, okay, you got an eye there, and it's like, okay, fine. And it's just a bunch of symbols, and then I'm just gonna make a squiggly line there, and then that's, basically a nose. And then if I come down here and I just do like a little, and it's like, that looks like a thing. And then I come over here and I'm just gonna do, for no real reason, right? I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. And it's like there's a face there, and it's so. I don't know. I don't know. Watch other people draw and they make it feel effortless. They're just like, they just come in and they're just like, that shape and that shape, and then there's, like a belly button here or whatever, and then like a face, and then just build out the shoulder or whatever, and then there's sort of a guy reclining here, and you can just sort of see that now, and then I'll put a tie on him, and he's fucking Donkey Kong. I'm sorry, that was that was uncalled for, but like I don't get it. Maybe I do get it. Maybe that's it. I don't know. And then people are inspired by stuff, right? That's the other thing that bugs me, is people who are inspired by things. Because it's like, yeah, I've been inspired by stuff too my whole life, right? Like, I started drawing frickin', I don't know, Sonic the Hedgehog characters. And then I started drawing like more personal stuff, some like, I don't know, slightly more artistic things, like one time I did this piece, and I did this in physical, by the way, with like a notebook and everything. I don't have a lot of like drawing materials with me right now, so the brush. And anyway, all I did was I took the center of the page, right? And I'm just like that. Right? And then like that, right? And then it was like this, and it was just right? And then I'm just gonna actually darken this up a little bit more, because I think I only brought the shadow away that far, right? And like that was it. That was like the whole drawing, and I just did it with, well, I mean, I did it with pastels. Like I said, like with physical things that I was drawing with. And like that looks like something, right? And then you know, kind of over the top of that, it's like, okay, let's put some gray in here. And then let's bring in a pencil and let's do some like sort of a body shape. And that was it. And that was art. When I was a kid, right? And I have like a chalk thing. I have somewhere around here of like a phoenix, and it's kind of bad, and it's kind of like a little bit weeby, but it's also just art. It's just lines and shapes, and it's like, let's put a triangle here, and then let's turn this into a mountain, and then let's have this line come across here and make a sunset, but the sunset's like outside the mountain triangle thing. And it was just, and I don't know. It's like now, it's like art school has ruined me, you know? Where now I'm thinking about things like the rule of thirds, and it's like, okay, well, if I really want to make this actually any good, I need to move this like over here. Well, it depends on what I want to say with this piece, actually, because like centered like this, it's like, okay, you have a little bit of clock iconography, you have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right? If you bring it over here, then the shadow is smaller, and then your inclination is towards this like blue-gray area, and then you can take that, right? And then you can, oh, you know, what if we brought in some like light blue here, and then we just kind of bring that in, that. And then like we're saying something, right? We're saying something different. Because now you have this this winged like angel character standing between the darkness and the rest of everything else, right? But if you bring him over here, right? And then you make the darkness bigger, now we're seeing something a lot less hopeful and a lot more like staring into the abyss, right? And like and you can't and it's just like not I'm not like just making stuff that I see in kind of my mind's eye or see in real life. You know, if I just I'll just draw a tree for no reason because I'm a kid and I can just draw stuff. Um, I don't know. Now everything feels like it has to have a reason. Like I have to justify everything. Like the only reason I'm drawing stuff now, and like this is nothing. This is nothing. And like the only reason I'm drawing stuff now is to like try to make something that I can share with people. Make build assets for my channel so that I can like share something of myself with the world. Cause I don't know. Otherwise, it's lonely, and I just have stuff like this in my brain that just does nothing. And like, does it need to do something? Does it need to mean anything? I don't know. But if it's gonna take up time in my life, right? It's like, okay, if it's gonna take up time and I'm gonna put these hours in to making something, then the way capitalism and everything else works, it's like, all right, I need to be able to justify the time. And taking time to relax, taking time to do something you enjoy is good. It's not it's important for like your sanity and your health to like take care of yourself and do some like self-care stuff. But like I said, I'm doing this instead of working on an actual video. I'm doing this instead of spending time with my husband, doing chores, maintenance tasks for existence, all that kind of stuff. This is taking time away from other things. And so it's like, all right, well, I gotta weigh it against those other things. Is this worth it? And it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I want it to be. But then it has to mean something. It has to serve a function all of a sudden. Because it's taking time away from other things that do serve a function. Maintaining my relationships, maintaining my, all these other things. Sorry, I didn't realize. You ever start just like talking and you don't realize that you have very strong thoughts on or very strong opinions about something, and then it's like, oh, I didn't realize that my opinions on that thing were so strong. I was not prepared for the discussion that I just had. I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just saying things. I mean, I was thinking about it because otherwise I wouldn't have said it. But anyway, you get the idea. Sometimes stuff just comes out. So let's see if we can build this silhouette out a little bit. But yeah, I guess that's kind of what makes it hard to, like, make the time. Like, if I want to play a video game, it's like, okay, I'm either playing with people or I'm streaming. I'd love to finish Breath of the Wild, but, that's takes a long time. So if I'm gonna finish it, it's gonna be on stream. Because otherwise it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to devote that amount of time to it, right? Okay. So these legs are ridiculous. These legs are for like a torso that's like twice this size. So I think we shrink things down. You know, a bit. I think we're in here. I think we're in here. Something a little bit more reasonably proportioned. Right? Because this is like let me just ping some of these, right? Shoulder, shoulder. Hips are like here. And then the knees are gonna be like in here. But the fluffy bits, the like pants shape, are gonna extend below the knee, right? That's okay. And then this is gonna be like there. And then this is gonna be, yeah, that's okay. It's very short. And then the question becomes what to do about a tail. Because I do want one. I like all kinds of tails, really. Big fluffy ones, something like that. Or like maybe something like cute and curly, like a husky. Curls are great. We love curls. Anything fluffy, really. You know, not like who's that over here? What I don't want. Oh, excuse me. What I don't want is like a just like that kind of situation. It's just like, it's a tail. It needs to be fluffy. And colorful would be great. Like, I was kind of thinking, actually, if I can just navigate my freaking thing here. I was kind of thinking about, like, doing something. That's the wrong shape. Right, something like in here. It's sort of a fox or like a horse almost. Just be all big and swooshy like that. And then, right, you come in here and you go, let's take this, let's do this, watercolor, now brush, there we go. That's not right. That's not right. Oh, that's actually fine there. Size is too large. right? And we come in. And then we come in with... Oh, that's too large. And just do... you know, just like a bunch of colors. Just kind of layer it over the top of each other. I don't know. I don't know if this is anything. That's not bad though. The kind of... there we go. And then we do the orange. Maybe we don't do blue or green and we just stick with like these colors. And then we do the yellow or the white on top. I have to fix the shape on it and do the layering properly. I don't know. Just kind of messing with ideas. You know, honestly, it almost looks like a bird now. If I just, like... just for no reason in particular. Just started making a bunch of shapes and then it kind of turned into a bird. Ah! I think think if I were to sum up this particular stream, it's like I kind of hate trying to make art versus not really trying to make art and just making it. I mean, how much fun would it be just to throw stuff at a wall, you know? Like water balloons or something? But like fill them with paint and then just throw them at like a wall. And maybe you paint the wall first with like the that like popcorn paint that people use for like ceilings and stuff. I don't know how you make the balloons pop exactly. And you probably wouldn't want to use too many colors because then it ends up being muddy. So you probably want to just like use a few colors and definitely let it dry between sessions. And like that's just something in the back of my brain that I just like pulled out. And it's like, oh yeah, I could do that. Art's so confusing. Ugh. And I think, like I said last week, I'm like, if somebody has a design that they want, like you tell me you want a sword, and I'm like, okay, I can draw you a sword. I can draw you like, what kind of sword do you want, right? Does it need to be like a statement piece? Does it need to, like, what are you using it for? What kind of culture are we making swords from, right? Like, I can make you like a broadsword. I can make you like a freaking katana, right? And design, you know, maybe a really cool elaborate hilt, or something. And it really comes down to like function and form, and I can like design you a whole bunch of different swords. By the way, what I mean by like a statement piece sword is like Soul Edge, right? Like Soul Edge and Soul Calibur, those are like statement piece swords. Those are like a significant part of the design of a character. Pretty sure Soul Edge is kind of this shape, and then with an eyeball, right? Versus, you know, versus a sword like I guess, what's a good example of a sword that's not really a statement piece? I mean, just pointing it out is like, all right, whatever. I guess Anduril from Lord of the Rings, it's kind of just a sword, right? It's a fancy sword, but it's not a sword that like is part of Aragorn's character design. Like, I show you a picture of Aragorn, you expect some things. You expect him to look rugged and like a wilderness guy. Maybe he's wearing a crown. Maybe he's in a boat, or maybe he's fighting some orcs, right? But an elaborately designed sword is not really something that you're expecting. Probably a tabard or the sign of the white tree somewhere, because that's like the sign of Gondor. It all depends on what part of the story you're in, right? What you're expecting from something that's supposed to look like Aragorn. Or like Frodo. Frodo, small little guy, right? Sting is not a statement sword. It's a neat sword, but it is just like a dagger that glows, and that's it, right? You can have Frodo separate from that sword, and in fact, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I forget to whom exactly. the Master Sword, as iconic as it is, right? Because it is iconic. It's like, you know, the Master Sword is like, you have the hilt is kind of this shape. And then you have the sword blade kind of doing this thing. Right? Like the Master Sword. More or less. From memory. That looks enough like the Master Sword where it's like, okay, this is Link's sword. Link's actual statement pieces are like his, I would have said his hat. But then Breath of the Wild proved me wrong because, you know, Link's green pointy hat is not in the game at all, and you can still tell it's Link. I mean, it is in the game, but like not as a key point to his character. Like, he doesn't wear the hat on a regular basis. You have to like go find the equipment or download it or whatever. Link's actual like design statement pieces, right? The things that make Link look like Link are actually his shield and the Hylian shield, specifically, and his hair. It is kind of what it is, and the pointy ears, right? He's got pointy ears. He's got hair with the little. So he's got pointy ears. He's got, like, you can kind of give him whatever kind of hair on the top, and as long as he's got that, right? And then the blue eyes, right? And then that's Link, right? If you give him a shield, and it's like, okay, yeah, definitely Link. And in fact, he used to have a shield kind of like that. The green tunic, the pointy hat, and the green tunic, I would have said that was like an iconic part of his character. That's like how you identify Link, right? He's the guy in green. But then you get the beginning, the opening to Wind Waker, or you get the opening to, or you get, you know, most of gosh, I was just talking about it. Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom, where they don't really wear those things. Although I will say he does, in those games, wear a tunic style shirt, right? And so, like, maybe that's more of his iconic thing. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. They took what I thought was key identifiers of the character away, and it's still recognizably Link, quite easily. Like this is very obviously Link. I think they made, I don't know what it is exactly. But I do think that part of it is in the eyes, the hair, the ears, the like combination of those things, right? But the Master Sword is like nowhere to be seen, and you're like, okay, it's fine, it's still Link. He's got all these tools. He's got like a bow. He's got, maybe a bow. Interesting. That's an interesting thought. But he's got all these other things. Because you know Link is gonna have all these other gadgets and you know, hook shot and a bow and bombs and all these other things. You just know that about him because, you know, that's just kind of how Link rolls. So I don't know. All that to say, the Master Sword is an iconic sword, but it's not something that Link needs to like identify him as Link. if that makes sense. Um, yeah, and I think that's the best way for me to explain it. Like, some characters are not exactly recognizable without certain elements. And for instance, this is why like League of Legends skins have to maintain a silhouette and have to figure out what to do with the character's weapons and stuff. Is because, like, for instance, you give Leona a costume, you have to figure out how to give her a sword and a shield. You don't necessarily have to give her the sun armor and everything like that, because you're putting her in a different context. But because she is identified as the sword and shield paladin, right? She needs to have a sword and shield. And you can make that sword and shield out of anything because they're not really that special. As much as she needs to just have them. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I'll get back to work. I'll just. Two games does not change 30 years of history. You're crazy. Oh my gosh. Huh. I don't know. Um, that is a good point. I'll concede that. But I think the fact that that Link still looks like Link pretty recognizably without those things is, at the very least, an interesting thing to think about. Maybe I have the wrong interpretation, but I do think it's okay. Anyway, so back to this. What am I doing with you? Right. So we're in here. I mean, I think that this body works. I think that's kind of where I want it to be. So then, what? We're just gonna kind of doodle on top of it until we find some shapes we like. Okay, I know I like rounder ears. That's kind of cute. And then maybe shape like that. Because then that makes space for the collar, and then you get kind of in here. Except I wanted these to go down past the knee, right? And the knee is still there, so then we make the little shapes. Ooh. You got it? You good? Hey, what's up, buddy? It's okay. What are you up to, bud? Oh, okay. It's snuggle time now. Let's see. I don't even think he actually looks that much like Link in those games. Oh, interesting. Huh. I guess that's fair. What about like Toon Link? Because that was a pretty heavy redesign. And he got his tunic. I think maybe the tunic it might be more important than the hat. I don't know. Now I feel like I should do a character study on Link. Kind of figure it out, because maybe you're right. Maybe I don't have the right answer there. I do think either way, I think the point about the Master Sword not being a key component to Link's design, I think that's still right. Because there are a bunch of other swords Link uses, but you know, they don't all have to be the Master Sword. Yeah. Actually, I do like that. I think if I that's the shoulder, so the neck is like in here. Shoulder. And the head is like here. Yeah, okay. That could work. Alright, so then let's okay. And so then what? What kind of patterns can we put on here? I have a cat in my lap. I have been blessed. Let's see. How are we doing for time? 8:30? Not bad, not bad. Had a long side quest rant and everything, so we're actually doing okay though. I could keep the collar up here. bad. Maybe I want more in the face. Either way, I need to change the color. I can move these around without losing track of them. I feel like we're veering into Fox territory pretty quickly here. I don't know if I love that. Okay, so that's an idea. And then what? We put... stripes like that? Maybe no stripes. Oh, I kinda like the stripes. No, not like that. Maybe... maybe something like that. Of course, you know what might be interesting? That's kind of cool. No, not that one. Maybe we get rid of this one too. Yep. A little too lopsided. And then do the and then do the tail with the like rainbow tail. Okay, but then see, this becomes the only let's see. I'm Come here, you. Okay. If I do this, then zero saturation, and then turn it up, because I still want that to be like white, right? Or, you know, after a fashion. And then that ends up looking kind of like that. And this is like, I don't know, this isn't quite right. I think I'm okay with the lower half of the body being kind of less interesting. As long as I can get some good fluffy chest situation and a nice tail. I think that kind of works. One other guy that I kind of liked was to put like controller buttons. There and there, I thought that was kind of cute. And then, what if we just do like a regular... And see, this is a little bit more plain, but you can accessorize that, right? Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I'm just uncrossing my legs. Okay, you can stay. That's certainly an idea. This needs more. Needs more something. This is okay. This is... I don't think that's working really. What else can we do? That's pretty okay for a face. Maybe do something in here with the ears. Obviously, you'd have to mess with the eyes a bit. see. One of the ideas was to do like a kind of a deeper diamond shape. Nah, not those. That's kind of alright. Anyway, this is kind of how. See, this is definitely more of the design work that I'm used to, just messing around with silhouettes and seeing what kind of can stick and what can't. Maybe those to echo the... No, I don't think so. I think if it's gonna be that, then it's just that, right? Okay. Let's do something real crazy. What if we mess around with the direction? Because we've got a lot of things going down right now. What if we're like, okay, the whole head is gonna be white, right? And then we're gonna do shapes like this. I certainly don't hate that. That is kind of a cute pattern, actually. dress up at all very well. I don't know. I'm not completely sold on the the gamer button shoulder tattoos. Let's see. Let's just copy paste. Oh, right. I guess these two together are really the, yeah. And then what? We take this. And we copy. And we paste, right? Oh, whoops, that's copying. Paste. There we go. Delete layer. There we go. Great. Now I want to deselect. It's actually kind of hard with my keyboard all the way up there, but with the kitty, you know. Let's drag this in here too. Okay. And then let's grab just erase. There we go. Okay. Now. I need to copy this. Yep. Duplicate layer, move that over here. Duplicate layer, move that over. Whoops, went too far. Over here. Alright. Delete. 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 And then you see we can take these and we can just copy paste. And then drop it into the wrong folder. Because really this should go into this folder. And then we deselect that. And then we delete this layer because we don't actually need it. And let's hide that for a sec. Sorry, this is not the most exciting part. Delete this layer. I like it. I like doing iterations, but it is not the most exciting stuff. Sometimes. Okay, and then nope. Wrong thing. Deselect that. Copy paste. Come over here, delete that. Then take this, drop this into this folder. Drag that up to the top. So it shows up. Make that whole thing disappear. Great. And now this one I don't have to be, so I should have just done this from the start and just made separate layers for everything so that I could see stuff a little bit better. And yeah, red is not the color that the markings are gonna be in their final iterations. That is just for my ability to see things clearly. And then we can dump all of these into another folder so that we don't get that all confused and lost. And it lets us grab all of these guys at once and scooch them around. Hooray! All right. And then, of course, if I did want to... no... tonal correction. Oh yeah, I can't just do a tonal correction on the entire layer, so what I would need to do is like, or the entire folder, so what I would need to do is create like a layer here, do like that, and then change the layer type to like a brightness, color, there we go. It's basically what it would be. Well, not exactly. I wonder why. Oh, because it's taking this, whoops. Oh, interesting. You can do all kinds of things. Oh, no. Color dodge? Nope, nope, nope. That's doing weird things. Color burn. Oh, interesting. Subtract. Oh. Ew. What if I did this and I was like, subtraction layer, subtract the red. Oh, that turns it black. Huh. Okay. Anyway, usually I use like, you know, just an overlay layer or whatever, but I guess you can't really do that. Exclusion. Ooh. Maybe. Yeah, that kind of gets to it. Interesting. Anyway, of course I could just also make the corrections to these. I guess I'm as set on them as I'm gonna get. You know what would be easier is if I just do this. Put that behind there. Let's grab like sure, why not? Yeah, that's about right. Wait, what? Oh. Huh. Didn't even see that. Alright, and then all we gotta do is make the tonal corrections here. Turn the saturation down, turn the luminosity all the way up. And that's kind of what we're aiming at. Is just kind of a black and white design. Oh, saturation down, luminosity up. I don't think I'd like it in red better. I don't want my face to be red. I do like red. I could add red, like a red jacket. That'd be cute. Could add some more depth to the color palette. It's a little bit easier to see. But I gotta pick a pattern to start with first. I do really think that first one on the far left is pretty cute. But I also like some of the design work on the far right. Might try mix and matching things. I like the so my favorite parts of each of these designs are this right here, this shape here, and like this whole thing. Really, I like that whole thing. I don't know that there's a way that I can combine all of those into one thing. Is I think the problem I'm facing right now. But this is how design iteration works. You just find a silhouette that you like, you start building on top of it, and eventually you get somewhere. Yeah, isn't that right, little buddy? Let's see. looks like it is 9 o'clock. So I think I need to wrap up. I know I was a little late tonight. But I do have work in the morning. Because once again, I do work a full-time job. Anyway, if you all have one of these concepts that you like in particular, go ahead and let me know. I'm open to suggestions. Let me know what you think about the tail. I'm always torn on the tail. Maybe I could go no tail, but then I wouldn't have a big swishy tail. It's just like, I don't know if I can do that, if I can live that way. That's what makes the designing for myself tricky, because I'm not quite sure where I'm going yet. Designing for other people is easy because I don't have to make the decision. I just have to draw a bunch of things and then ask somebody else, hey, which one of these do you like? And then kind of help them figure it out that way. Designing for myself is like, I'm gonna draw a bunch of things. Which one of these do you like? I like all of them. Like, because I made them. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's fine. I need to actually wrap this up. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Sorry for being late. I'll be back again on Monday with some more Mega Man. But I'm gonna keep doing these art streams for probably a good long while on Thursdays. At least until, gosh, it's gonna be a while before this gets to turn into thumbnails and stuff. I'll be honest. But it was nice to sort of rant and work through some of my thoughts about art, I guess. And hopefully you liked hearing some of that. So if you did, just I don't know, swing on by next time. I like hanging out with people. Okay, bye. Have a good weekend.